Whew, what a breath of fresh air. Man United are third in the Premier League table. What a breath of fresh air. There was optimistic that United can get to the top three. But to finally get there, it's a breath of fresh air. Look, even before the season started, nobody gave United a chance. Nobody. Only deluded Man United fans like me had the hope that United might probably win the Premier League because there is no Champions League. We are not going to play a lot of games. We probably have enough squad, even though the squad wasn't good enough. We just believed that the squad was good enough one way or the other. We just believed it as United fans. And look at the performance that we had in the preseason. We played three Premier League teams, I think Leeds included. We played Bournemouth, we played Everton, we played West Ham, we played Leeds United. And we were winning games and we were playing extremely well. And then the first day of the Premier League against Arsenal, even though we lost by a goal to nil, there was so much optimism. There was so much enthusiasm. There was so much hope, despite Arsenal beating us, that we would do better. Fast forward, our hopes was just robbed away from us. We were struggling to find wins. We lost against Grimsby Town. Grimsby Town. What? Against Grimsby Town? At that point, we knew we were going to struggle again. Every United fan was like, nah, not again. Not again. But what else can we do? We just have to back the manager and back the team. Wins were becoming difficult. We were just drawing, and coupled with our legends just criticizing each and every move that we make, whether being a player, a coach, everything, the tactics, whatever. I remember Gabagbona Hall calling Benjamin Sesko as what? Baby giraffe. Tim Sherry said Sesko doesn't deserve wearing the Man United shirt, and he doesn't have to be in Manchester United. Nothing seems to be going right. Look, I had hope that Ruben Amorim could turn things around, and he was sacked. And at that point, I thought that the season was over. I thought that there's nothing else we could do. But Michael Carrick, 6 wins, 1 draw in 7 games. 6 wins, 1 draw in 7 games. That is what you call resurgence. That is you call what? Proper resurgence. He has come in and given so much confidence to the boys. Against City, against Arsenal. And who else did we play? West Ham, Everton, Fulham. The list goes on and on and on. And United being there changes everything for Man United next season. We can finish 5th and still go to the Champions League. But 3rd place should be what we should aim for, because it changes everything. When we get to the Champions League, we might get an additional £100 million. We can spend more. We can attract more. Because if you look at the players that we are chasing, especially the midfield overhaul that we want, Elliot Anderson, City might go in for him. Sandro Tonali, City might go in for him. Bruno Guimaraes, City might go in for him. Baleba, Watson, top English midfielders, top tier English midfielders. They would like to go to the Champions League. They would like to go to teams that have proper plan, that have title ambitions, that have top 4 ambitions, that have Champions League ambitions. So going to the Champions League, and especially being in 3rd place, will fasten our rebuild. Look, this is the first time I've seen positive Manchester United rebuild, despite being sacked, we sacking the managers, because we are not. This time we are not clearing every player just to bring in a different set of players and start a rebuild again. We bought players that have the continuity of every manager that comes in, and that is proper rebuild. The manager might not be the quality that we need at this point in time in order for us to move forward, but the players that we brought in, Brian Membu, Matheus Cunha, Benjamin Sesko, Patrick Dogu, these are proper players that can play under any system and under any manager. And that's the signage United needs to do. And because of the success of these English Premier League proven players, that's why United asphyxiated themselves in rebuilding the midfield with English Premier League proven players. It might not be the best, but the small sample is there and it has materialized. So why don't we follow that same trajectory? Looking at what Sandro Tonali's agent is saying, that he would like to find a new club for Sandro Tonali, we must well get Sandro Tonali, but it might not come cheap. Maybe it's a step up. We don't know. But Newcastle wouldn't make it easy either if United want to pursue for Sandro Tonali. But if we get Champions League, it will also be in the conversation as to which team Sandro Tonali would like to go. Because City at this point in time are the top notch. When they cough, you come. Because they have the resources, they have the money, they have the wages, they have the wage bill to cover everybody they want. Same applies to Elliot Anderson. We have to put ourselves in a position whereby we can attract players. A top 3 going to the UEFA Champions League is very pivotal for Man United. There's a video that's circulating around social media. I think a Tottenham fan was mocking a United fan that once they've gone to the Champions League, things will change for them. That he, in particular, has a confidence that Tottenham Hotspur will not be on the bottom side of the table, and United will remain there. Look, after Tottenham win the Europa Cup and get to the Champions League, every United fan thought that was game over. And at that point in time, if I was a United fan, like the Tottenham Hotspur fan, I'll be that confident. By the irony, at this point in time, when Tottenham are lying and how they're struggling, and remember Dan Horsworth, was it there? Dan Horsworth, the former United sporting director, wanted United to go in for Thomas Frank. Look, I'm not saying Thomas Frank is a bad manager, but they still see that the pressure at the top level is different. Brentford is different from Tottenham. United is different from Sporting Lisbon. And we probably have an array of managers trying to come to Manchester United if you're able to get to the top 3, but we have to be very careful. Anytime United wants to, you may mention Michael Carrick gave it a permanent position, the Ole Gunnar Solskjaer era comes to mind. But Ole Gunnar Solskjaer did a pretty good job at Manchester United. I think he was second twice and a third before he dropped to 4th. Where we had so many signings, then Erik ten Hag came. So Ole Gunnar Solskjaer's reign wasn't a failure. It's just that the expectation back there, he couldn't meet it. Will Michael Carrick be the permanent manager? I can't tell. But I'm damn sure I know that the next manager has to do far better than what Michael Carrick is doing now. Top 3 changes everything. We probably get an extra £100 million for going to the UEFA Champions League. Revenue will be skyrocketing. Players will be attracted to Manchester United again. The bars will be high. I just couldn't imagine United get to the top 3. 10 games left. It least a lot of matches. If we go to Newcastle to be playing, people were saying United didn't play well against Crystal Palace. Yeah. You don't need to play extremely well in every game. You have to be able to manage the games, and you have to be able to make use of the chances that you create. 10 games to the Premier League, everybody's fighting for something. People are fighting to get out of relegation. People are fighting to get into the top 4. People are fighting for pride. And it's an opportunity for others to showcase their talent so that they can make summer moves. So we don't have to be pretty every time at this stage of the season. Winning is very crucial. And people have to take into account that Carragher just played 7 games for Manchester United. He's managed United for just 7 games. It will be difficult for me to implement everything that they want. It will be difficult for Man United to all of a sudden be able to dominate each and every game that we play. We shouldn't just get too carried away with ourselves. We are still in a difficult situation. Simply because we've been getting wins and wins doesn't mean automatically everything bad about Manchester United has gone away. No. And I probably think we also missed Lisandro Martinez because he's one of the players that helps United to move the ball up the pitch. He's very good on the ball. And with Lisandro Martinez not there, it's difficult for us to progress the ball. It's making it a little bit difficult for United to progress the goal. Casemiro Santos has to drop deep to pick the ball from Harry Maguire. Harry Maguire is good, kind of good in driving the ball in moments, but not really good in breaking the line with his passing. So with Lisandro Martinez out, we kind of default a little bit. But we shouldn't always focus on the performance. Michael Carrick just got there. Because we're winning doesn't mean all things are rosy. We will have difficult moments. We might lose a game or 2, but let's enjoy this moment. United in top 3. Let's enjoy this moment. Please continue to like, subscribe, comment in the comment section below. Let the channel grow. United without it.